3 times and run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me?
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I'll stay, I'll stay. Just take a leap, but babe, we'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide, because I feel again, I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. I feel it again, I feel it again, I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our way. Can we try to fight against the grain of throwing out what we made? The future's far away, but I'll stay, because I feel again, I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. We're picking up where we left off and on again. We never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so intense. I feel it again, I feel it again, I feel it again. We're bringing this back to life. say, why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, it's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all, lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. I wonder what went wrong today. Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say the words to remember. Voices in my head know me, call me. I will be restless. Somehow they chose me. This is my nightlife. Wanna be high life. I feel so reckless, calling them all night. It's the freedom I said.
Still as a breeze, a river flowing deep. Don't wanna leave the air you breathe. Living mirrors dreams when I think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's unforgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's unforgiven to my eyes. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's unforgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's unforgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways.
Negative. Negative. Negative.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. to protect your soul.
falling down, and the shadows above the town. I can finally see now. I see the fear inside your eyes. I see the pain in your smile. I can finally see you now.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the grand finals of the Chennai Esports Launch Tournament for CSGO. Our two finalists who have made it this far are Team Flirting with Danger, who had been dropped down in the very first round to the loser brackets, and they have fought tooth and nail to make their way back, and Team Sucker Punch, who has been undefeated in the tournament up until this point. These are two of our strongest teams, and we are hoping that this match will be phenomenal. Just want to let you know it's going to be a best of 5 series with a map advantage given to Team Sucker Punch. The maps have also been drafted and both teams have already gone underway. I'm going to hand the comms over to Glenn, who is going to cast the entire series for us. Once again, a giant shout out to Team Global, to Global Esports as well as XP Coin for sponsoring us, and Cooler Master for being our associate partner, LXG Chennai for being our venue partner, and Playtonia most of all for being our server partner, whose servers have held up extremely well. Okay Glenn, take it away. Thank you so much.
And the knife round was already on the way when this started, and Team Flirting with Danger won. The Team Sucker Punch won the knife round due to thanks to Sandy, a 1v1 between Sandy and Anxiety, and Sandy got the round and decided to go with the CT side. And now the round started, and Anxiety is the last player on this side. Kyo with an 8 HP. Anxiety has the bomb with him. Sexotic, holding B monsters, waiting for Anxiety to walk into his crosshair there. The Exotic holding a really good angle up to Anxiety's head, but Anxiety wins the fight just with 42 HP. He has the bomb site free to himself, but he doesn't want to make the plant. He's not sure of it, and he does start the plant now. Kyo making his way next to Graffiti. He heard the bomb plant. He's playing it safe. Anxiety walking straight into Kyo there. Getting Kyo the first round going super intense with just Anxiety. A 1v3 situation. Mr. K pushing really fast to Anxiety there and takes down Anxiety. First round going to the side of Mr. K and Sucker Punch there.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
A beautiful round coming in from Anxiety. A really nice try by him. Trying to win the game for his team. Trying to win the round for his team. But couldn't possibly end it with a good note though. There seems to be slight rendering issues in this comp, but I think the players have no problem playing it. And the first round going to the side of Sucker Punch. And flirting with danger, having a good amount of guns as much as Sucker Punch has. These 4 kills taken by Anxiety 3 and Gracies is 1, giving them a good amount of guns to work with. And team flirting with danger, pushing fast in to be there. Simply checking for any backstabs. And Team Sucker Punch are already stacked up in B, but that doesn't seem to be a problem for the team flirting with danger, getting 2 kills straight off the back. Anxiety dropping very low. 41 in heaven. Kyo takes down Gracies is there. Creed in 22. Hades watching Monster. Creed also getting taken down. Anxiety in the end takes down Santi. It's a 2v2 situation, 2v3 situation. Anxiety very low. And the bomb set to the favor of flirting with danger. Mr. K performing really well, getting Anxiety down. 2v2 situation. Kyo getting tagged and killed by Hades there. A 1v2 Triple E holding a beautiful spot on B shot now. And Hades playing this side. A beautiful double pick by Triple E and Hades there. Confusing Mr. K. Not knowing what to do. And a pause has been called. A slight technical TeamSpeak problem going on that side. And we are back. The issue has been sorted out here. Flirting with danger, getting the second round, even though they lost the first round. A really nice smooth execution. Re-execute coming by the team. Getting this side. Now Sucker Punch on the lower hand without much guns to work with. A little bit of trash talk going on both sides, both the friendly teams. Here they all know each other. Creed and aggressive 2-water, pushing B shot along with Hades there. Creed is spamming through the cardboard, trying to get any damage to any of the team. Hades playing a little bit up front, doesn't know that Mr. K is right around the corner. And they don't know that 4 of them are stacked up on B and just 1 on A, and Kyo also seems to be rotating, holding a really back spot onto the A side, just waiting for his team to call him to come back to the B side. Meanwhile, the bomb, which is on Triple E's hand, is slowly making its way to the A, while Creed and Anxiety were just holding connector for so long. A nice call out coming in by the team captain, figuring out they might not actually be watching A. Kyo dropped to a 4, Anxiety watching Bank. And the bomb has been planted by Triple E there. 5v3, Nate with 31 HP, not much to work with. A spam through the cardboard, Hades panicking a little bit there. Nate in Banks, trying to push up front, gets Molotov off, gets cut off there. Couldn't push up front or come fall back. Santi on a kill to Jesus there. Exotic slowly pushing through Party, Fountain. Lower Park right now. And Exotic getting tagged really hard by Anxiety from the restroom. And Mr. K dies. Mr. K survives as the last man for Sucker Punch here. Loading with Danger, taking the lead even after losing the first round. Sucker Punch here, buying a half buy, first buy again, but team Loading with Danger with the full buy and all the utilities workers with the fast push on to the B side, already taking control of the side, getting taken down by Exotic and CX75 there. 2 kills onto his name. Kyo the last man left out here. Kyo trying to trade it with Anxiety, but Anxiety dies to Kyo and Kyo's life has been taken by Triple E here. There seems to be a lot of trash talk going on between these two. Not exactly trash talk, just friendly casual talk going on between these two teams. 1, 2, 3, Sucker Punch lagging slightly behind. Not the result we expected after them getting the first round off the map. This map was chosen by Flirting with Danger Overpass just in the beat of time. Anxiety watching connected. There was a flash and a pop smoke coming there. Reed and holding Monster with his beautiful AWP. The T's are taking it really slow. Their change in pace for every round is confusing the opponents. They don't know how Flirting with Danger is going to approach them every round. Heads holding up B shot really up front. Anxiety dropping to 92 HP, not sure how though. Probably a grenade maybe. And another B execute coming in, not any kind of rush, but Flirting with Danger team are taking it really slowly. Smokes are popping to the side. Hades getting flashed but not peeked by anybody. Hades gets peeked by Exotic, gets taken down by him, but Creed takes down Exotic in the end. Mr. K and Nate trading it out with Creed there. Grace Jesus kills Nate. And it's a 2v3 where Grace Jesus just barely enough HP to move out alive. 4 HP to his name. Santi being careful that nobody sneaks up behind him, plants the bomb when he's watching B there. But Grace slowly pushing through Monster. Anxiety going to fight Santi here next to the truck. But Grace gets taken down, so does Santi finish off Anxiety there. Sucker Punch coming back into this game slowly, 2-3 scoreline. That was a well fought out round by Sucker Punch there, getting the score back and playing it really smoothly. Exotic with the first pick off onto Hades there really helped them take that round. Exotic also managed to tag a little bit onto Triple E there, helping him get finished off by Mr. K and Kyo. Santi with the op, peeking at A-long, pushing really up front, but the team Flirting with Danger are going for a really fast B execute now. They're just pushing through, plowing through whatever comes to the way. And getting 2 kills right off the bat. Triple E and Grace Jesus opening the frags for them. Hades finishing it with the 3rd kill there. 3v4v2 situation already. This pushing through really fast seems to be looking good for the team flirting with danger. Because every time they do that, they do manage to get the side. Santi getting brought down really low through the door, but Santi manages to take a beautiful shot onto Creed there. Creed didn't expect that coming into fighting with him. That spray down was enough for Santi to run back, but Santi took the stand and fought with him and won the fight, and he's saving his up for later use. It's a good move pulled by Sandy here. His entire team is down. He managed to do some damage to Creed and Grace there. And the round 4 going to flirting with danger. Round 6, sorry. And a pause has been called by Sucker Punch now. They want to take it slow. They want to grab their confidence again, gain momentum. Anxiety leading the map with 8 kills and Mr. K with 7 on the opponent team. Even though the team is lagging behind, Mr. K doesn't seem to be lagging behind on the kills here. Mopping off guns going on the side of CT. And a resume has been called by Team Sucker Punch. Here with the AKM, Santi here with the op. Let's see what Santi is gonna do for this round. Santi jumping to waters, pushing really fast, taking a spot in graffiti, I guess. Rest of CT seem to be pushing up front. Grace Jesus gets down Mr. K. Grace Jesus takes down it. Grace Jesus knows there's one more yet to be killed on the spot there. But he doesn't want to fight it. He's walking back slowly to the side. Already a 5v2 situation, so he just wants to plant the bomb, take it safe, get his team some money to spend. Santi going down to Creed there. Creed taking the revenge shot onto Santi there. Kyo, the last man standing, gets taken down by Triple E now, and this is a nice going rounds for the team flirting with danger, considering it is their map pick. First map was picked by them and it seems to be going in their favor in the T side for now. What can Team Sucker Punch do at this point? They've been losing 3 rounds together now. Santi picking up the op again. Team Sucker Punch have decent amount of guns and utilities to work with for this round. Santi peeking. Santi with a beautiful shot there, getting the first kill onto Creed, and there. Race Jesus here with the op now. Race Jesus peeking the front from Fountain to party there. Race Jesus slowly walking back to the side of B. Doesn't want to make any noise, doesn't want to alert anybody in the city, but he doesn't know the city are holding 3 man in B bomb side. Santi watching A along for his team, but nobody is gonna be going there anytime soon. 1 minute remaining. Triple E slowly leading his team into the B side, pushing through monster. Will he spot the person at the pillar? Pushing really fast. 3 Triple E with a beautiful shot onto Sexotic there, getting his head taken down. Triple E another nice shot onto Nate there. Triple E stepping up when he's been needed, and Santi here with the op in heavens, getting flashed. Mr. Kyo with the help of Mr. K gets on Grace Jesus. Anxiety taking down Mr. K. It's a 1v2 situation again. Anxiety versus Santi. Santi burning down as fast as he can, and a beautiful play coming in from Anxiety there. Anxiety getting on top of this round, and this seemed like a slight revenge for losing the ninth round to Santi there. A nice play pulled off by Anxiety. helping his team secure the 6th round for them. And Sucker Punch are going on a forced buy here. 1 Deagle, 2 P250s, 157 and a CZ75. Freedan with the op here. Can Freedan pull something off amazing? Nate gets the first pick onto Hedge here. With his Deagle there. His Deagle has been put to good work. Will Creed be able to get any magnificent pick off for his team so that his team can work through this 4v5 situation that they've been put in? Freedan slowly making his way through connectors there. Santi taking the head off of Anxiety. Triple E returned the kill onto Santi but dropped to 11 HP. Just the amount of damage Santi did with his 5-7 there was incredible. Killing one and dropping one of his opponents to just 11 HP. Oh, Mr. K pushing through the smoke. Didn't expect it by Triple E. The 2v2 situation, Creed and watching connector there. But
Bomb has been planted.
Nate already onto the side. Grey Jesus with a beautiful play there. Picking off Nate and the last guy remaining Sexotic. With a beautiful shot there onto Grey Jesus' head. Creed to 58. Creed has a molly and a grenade to work with. He popped the grenade, did a little bit of damage to Sexotic there and finish that round for his team. Seven to 2 in the favor of Flirting with Danger. There was an amazing shot pulled off by Exotic there. Now the two op setup coming from Sucker Punch here. Santi and Mr. K picking up the op. Mr. K has been performing a lot, but will his off pickup really help? But Anxiety opening the frag for his team. Mr. K returning the kill. Mr. K with the second kill there. Mr. K's off pickup seems to be helping the side of CT now. Edge, oh, Mr. K with another beautiful shot through the smoke, a non-scope there. 1v2 situation, both the oppers against Anxiety, and Anxiety seems to be stepping up to his plate. Santi and Anxiety. Santi playing it really safe. Anxiety still has the bomb here. Anxiety. Oh, a pre-fire coming in by Santi, letting him know of his position there. Just 50 seconds remaining. And Mr. K with the 4K for this round, helping him secure. Mr. K is stepping up really high with his off shots. Perfectly lined up. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. That beautiful shot through the smoke. As soon as Grey Jesus popped out of the smoke, that was a really nice shot coming in by Mr. K there. 3-7, and Sucker Punch still seem to be on the lower side a little bit, but it is catching up slowly after Mr. K picks up his off. Santi getting the first pick onto Anxiety here. And already the team Flirting with Danger are put on a 4v5 situation, and team Flirting with Danger will be taking it really slowly as they can. Freedan with the op, pushing through playground here. Will Creed be able to pick off something here for his team? 4v5 already. But Santi takes another kill onto the op. Seems to be working in the favor of Sucker Punch. Santi and Mr. K are going to work here, each of them killing everybody off the team with the ropes. 1 to 1 to 1. Mr. K here slowly pushing up to A. He still has the bomb with him. And I think Flirting with Danger are choosing to save the bomb and themselves and the gun. And this round has gone to the side of Sucker Punch, not giving one kill to them. All 5 of them staying alive, all 5 of them retaining their guns. No economical damage done to their side. Mr. K leading the charts. Anxiety with the 14 kills though, 12 to 14. Mr. K is performing after quite some time, quite few maps. He was still in the middle of the charts, but he now is stepping up his game. Thanks to him, his team has been seeing a few more extra rounds. And Mr. K with his op, let's see what he can do this time. Putting a molly to water there. Mr. K watching B shot here. Sandy pushing up to A long. And 3 people at A long. Sandy with a beautiful shot onto Anxiety there. With a really nice fast quick scope. That was a really good flick shot coming in by Sandy there. And the team Flirting with Danger just fall back instantly, knowing that Sandy is holding along. And since they got picked off last 2 times when they went there. 4v5. Team Flirting with Danger pushing through B shot. Creed and taking the first pick for Team Flirting with Danger. Getting off his exotic off there. Eddie's spraying through the smoke and getting Mr. K. That was a beautiful spray coming there through the smoke. Hades just started shooting. He thought he landed a few shots and then he just continued doing it. And Hades is now on a rampage here, just popping the heads of everybody that comes his way. Let's see the shot of Santi there. Okay, never mind. That was a slight problem in the replay now. Flirting with Danger, get the next round. 8 to 4. This seems to be going for the side of Flirting with Danger here. Already 12 rounds are done and the map seems to be going really fast. Sucker Punch don't have any money to work with, just some Deagles and CZ75s and some P250s. Will they be able to do some damage to the team of Flirting with Danger, or... Oh, really good grenade tags all of them. Mr. K getting down. Mr. K and Sandy getting down too. Sandy holding B-shot there. Sandy with a beautiful headshot, making Triple E drop the bomb there. Sandy burning down to a 26 HP, falls back. Nate already down to 12. Kyo at 95, holding heavens. Kyo spots on Hades with a beautiful headshot there. Hades with an amazing shot onto Kyo there. And Anxiety is slowly taking his way with the bomb to A side. Planting the bomb at A. Hades watching B still. Nate thinks the bomb is planted at B. I'm not sure whether he can hear it's not at B or not. And Hades is still at the B side. He's hearing Hades probably. Hades moving to A to hold the bomb side with Anxiety here. Sandy walking like he knows the position of Anxiety and he takes down Anxiety instantly. Hades, the only remaining person off. Team Flirting with Danger. Kills Nate here. And it's a beautiful plan for the side of Hades. 4 HP Sandy, nothing he could have done. He tried his best, but Hades already knew his position. Clutching this round for his team, 1v2. And a nice rotation, slow rotation coming from Hades. Watching his backstab, catching Nate when he was trying to rotate with his team. A nice round played there by Hades. Nice headshot by there by Mr. Hades. 9 to 4, Flirting with Danger leading it. It's getting flashed off guard. Actually dropping down very low. Heads to a 5 HP now. Doesn't know where the opponent is shooting from through the smoke. It's exotic here. Watching Monster 3v5. This doesn't seem to be looking good for the team. Flirting with danger. Creed still alive with his op. The bomb is still in their hands. 3v5. 2 of them tagged inside of CT. Can Flirting with danger still do this? Creed leading the way with his op there. Creed and watching the bomb site A, hoping he could see somebody, get somebody off. So that, oh, really nice, amazing shot there by Creed, waiting for Kyo to jump there. That was beautifully timed by him. 35 seconds. Can they push a little bit of door problem there? A nice kickoff on the side, but Mr. K holding a really good angle for his team, getting 2 kills. Grace Jesus, the last man standing, just 20 seconds. Fake planting the bomb, Sandy throwing a Molotov here. Grace Jesus taking another side. Sandy still watching B shot. A bomb plant has come in. Grace Jesus with the op. Will he be able to massively do this for his team? One pick. He doesn't know that Sandy is at B shot now. Oh, Grace Jesus might be caught off guard, but really, and Grace Jesus does this for his team. Beautiful play incoming by him. An amazing 2-shot scope, 2 AWP shots. Coming down to the last round of this first map, first half. Grace Jesus pulling off 2 miraculous shots. Santi showing him off, showing himself a little bit earlier there. This caused them quite a little bit of trouble now. Sucker Punch still falling behind with just 4 points and flirting with danger at 10. The last round of the first half of the first map going on now. Santi is the only one with the UMP. Kids taking down 2. Grace Jesus taking the last. Santi now. Mr. K, the last remaining guy. Taking down Hades, the Mr. K dropping down to 42 HP. 3v5. Can Mr. K do something after his 4K with op shots? Mr. K playing it slowly. Bomb has been planted by Flirting with Danger here. Mr. K cannot save this one considering this is the last one of the first half. Will he try to... Can he clutch this if he tries to do it? And Creed didn't even give Mr. K a little bit of chance here. Flirting with Danger leading the first half 11-4. Can Flirting with Danger just close this map and go for the next one? Or will Sucker Punch be able to catch up? Flirting with Danger here leading the scoreboard with 11 kills. Anxiety pushing up front and Exotic and his team pushing through playground. Anxiety taking down Nate and Sandy taking down Anxiety here. Creed with beautiful headshot, so is Grace Jesus triply onto the head of Sandy there. The Exotic the last player remaining and Grace Jesus takes out the one captain's head to another. Grace Jesus' aim was perfect there. And some casual chatting going on by both the teams. Anxiety here I think I'm gonna get a little bit of anxiety or whatever. Just talking about this name for quite some time. Triple E getting the first pick on to Exotic there. Yo here with the Deagle. So is Santi and Nate. Team flirting with Danger seems to be holding really good positions here. Santi, Mr. K and Kyo 4v5. Just a bomb, a little amount of pistols. This seems to be a very slow round on the T side. Sucker Punch deciding what to do, where to push. Anxiety holding A long there. Reeden making his way back to the A side. Hades watching the barrels. Santi already pushing through. Santi doesn't spot Hades there. Hades in a really beautiful position to take out anybody that pushes too much. Hades is smoke there, shows himself there. Nate drops down to 17, gets taken down by Triple E. Mr. K with full HP, a CZ75, but Anxiety holding that corner for him. Anxiety with a mad spray couldn't land could land decent amount of shots, but couldn't finish off Mr. K. Giving Mr. K the not enough bullets. He has the CZ75, but Triple E finishes off this round for his team. 13-4 with Flirting with Danger in the lead. With Danger and Sucker Punch going head to head here in the Grand Finals of Chennai Esports Tournament. Brought to you by Global Esports Experience Points, Associate Partner Cooler Master, Venue Partner LXG Chennai, and the server partners are Playtonia. Freeden holding playground. Freeden pushing really aggressive. So is Hades there. Hades and Creed pushing really aggressive. But the T side have already made their way onto the side of B. But they don't expect this play coming in from Hades and Creed. Creed pushing through the monster, getting another kill. Hades and Creed doing massive work for his team. A really beautiful backstab. A nice call made by the captain to walk around through the entire map, follow their team, wrap it around and finish them off. Santi, being the last player alive, gets taken down there by Anxiety. And 14-4, just 2 more rounds for the first map to end for the side of Flirting with Danger. Flirting with Danger without the 1 game advantage, putting up a real good fight here. They have to win 3 maps to win this tournament. Will they be able to pull this off, or will Sucker Punch get that next map which was picked by them? Creed N. God knows what the N stands for. His name is actually just Creed. Team Sucker Punch already all the way on to be securing the entire side. Bomb has been planted now. 5 of them alive. Mr. K burning down a little bit. Exotics getting spammed through the cardboard here. Taken down to a 58 HP. Nate with the 2-man kill, and that seems to be the end of it. Exotic and his team, Sucker Punch, finished this round pretty fast. A really nice B execution coming in from them. (5 to 14), Flirting with Danger. Just 2 more rounds for them to end it. exotic here with the AKM. Creed picks up the AWP finally. Nade with the kill onto Triple E there. With his nade. Creed with his AWP. Bo5 already. Where are the terrorists executing this round? They are playing it really slow. Everybody scattered around the map. Trying to get a pick off before they move to the side. Kate's here taking down Kyo and Mr. Kate. It's a 2v2 situation. Anxiety and Creed and with the full HP. Anxiety pushing down slowly through connector to be shot. The bomb has been dropped at the pipe next to Monster. Nate thought he picked up the bomb but he didn't. Now he had to run back again to pick it up again. Anxiety getting the kill onto Nate. That leads to a bomb drop. Santi holding the water. Santi knows that Creed is on top of heaven, holding a position where he could just take off Creed's head if he tries to pick Anxiety, picking up the AK. Santi playing it really safe. He knows the position of Anxiety here. Santi planting the bomb and gets finished and taken down by Anxiety there. Anxiety leading the team with 22 kills. Mr. K on the other hand with 18 and Santi with 17. Rest all seem to be underperforming a little bit, but the team of Flirting with Danger, everybody seems to have a 15 kill minimum onto the board. Creed and underperforming this game, which is very quite unexpected. Last round, or will Sucker Punch be able to clutch another one, considering they have a full buy going into this round? Creed with a beautiful shot onto Nate there. First pick off, 4v5 already. Nate playing aggressive but gets taken down by Creed instantly there. Mr. K getting down Creed and Triple E. Anxiety returning the kill, having a bomb drop at the restroom now, probably calling his team to back him up instantly, but Anxiety gets taken down instantly by Santi here. A 3v2 situation. Grace Jesus gets also killed by Santi. It's the last guy standing here for the team of Flirting with Danger. It's getting down Kyo with still on full HP. Santi and Mr. K are the last ones alive. Considering Santi and Mr. K have been performing really well, this should be an easy clutch for them. So is Hades. Hades has also been clutching some really important situation, but that little jump made by him showed that Mr. K that he is right there, and Mr. K was easily able to take this round for him there. Sucker Punch seem to be holding on to their last breath, trying to make this work. Flirting with Danger still on an eco now. If they do clutch this round on an eco, it will be a really good way to finish the game. And Team Sucker Punch are pushing their way through to B, and 5 of them are stacked up on B. Nate, Hades getting Santi there, Exotic getting a shot on the lead. This seems to be a massive trade coming in from both teams. Kyo finally ending it. A nice trade, nice economical damage done by the CT side. A good stack done there. Mr. Grace Jesus has done his research here, stacking up onto B like he just read them. As if he knew that they were going to come there and he could at least do some damage to them before catching up just one more round. Another fast B push coming here by Sucker Punch. Grace is getting the first pick onto Kyo there. Hades getting the second one. Hades getting the third. This no buy eco round seems to be working in the favor of Flirting with Danger. A really beautiful round coming in by them. Amazingly played by the team. first map goes to the side of flirting with danger, and we will be back with the second map in a few minutes. Please stay tuned and enjoy watching the game.
be a paradise. Close your eyes, will you dream for me some paradise? Tell me who you see, 'cause I think I know what you mean to me. What you mean to me, but does this work? Only 'cause we never say what we think, waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak, got me on delay, 'cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Fly the goddamn world 3 times, and I'd run all the red lights across a million seas, just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me?
And we are back here live with the second game of the Grand Finals of Chennai Esports Tournament. Chennai Esports Launch Tournament, brought to you by Global Esports, Experience Points, and Cooler Master. The venue partner here is LXG Chennai, and the server partners are Playtonia. The first round has gone in the favor of Flirting with Danger, who won the first map, who picked Overpass, and the second map was picked by Sucker Punch, Inferno. And Mr. K with a nice headshot onto Hades there. Gracious is returning the kill. Santi taking down Triple E. Anxiety in turn taking down Santi. And Flirting with Danger. Oh, sorry, the scoreboard seems to be a little messed up. So, Sucker Punch getting the second round. Flirting with Danger at 0. Sucker Punch on 2 right now.
Sorry about that, guys. We've apparently... Okay, there it is. Now we see Sucker Punch versus
Sucker Punch. They're fighting against
this.
each other. Flirting with Danger, yes. The scoreboard has been changed right now.
There we go. So this map, Glenn, I do know a little about. I've actually seen this map being played before. This is Inferno, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I do know a little bit.
And Team Flirting with Danger going with full eco, nothing to buy, none bought, nothing, no money invested. They want to buy for the next round probably. You're pushing in apartments already, hopping into graveyard.
Oh my god, they don't see him.
But the entire team of Flirting with Danger are on the B side. This is a free plant, and anybody coming to the way of the B bomb side, A bomb side, will be plowed down through the team by the team of Sucker Punch here. And Flirting with Danger are slowly making their way to the B bomb side. Are they just gonna position? Maybe they're just gonna position themselves to get some exit frags, stick together. They seem to be going in a straight line where Kyo is holding an angle already there. But I guess yes, Team Flirting with Danger are just waiting together to get some pickoffs, exit frag, anything that they can do. But Team Sucker Punch getting all tagged down due to the bomb blast there. Everybody dropping low, but oh, that was a close try by Flirting with Danger. Nice tags onto them, but they couldn't finish anybody off. They couldn't do any damage to them.
So why, Glenn, did the entire CT team save that? What did they get out of saving this?
They were probably just... No, they didn't save anything. They was probably trying to get some exit frags here. Do some damage to the economics that Sucker Punch are already having, which is quite a bit of money for the fourth round.
But they didn't contest up until the very end, with all 5 of them being alive.
And 5 of them, if they had pushed together a little bit earlier, they might have been able to kill all of them off, considering they were all dropped down to like 20-30 HP each of them.
No longer an eco round. They have bought.
And yeah, both teams have bought own Q and Hades there. Not Hades, Triple E fighting a spray battle. None of them landing any shots. Anxiety doing the job for Triple E there. And a 5-man push coming into the B bomb side, getting the plant, free plant. Triple E with Creed with 2 amazing shots there, but gets taken down by Mr. K. The bomb has been planted.
2v2 though.
Triple E holding inside the bomb site. I'm not sure if they forgot about him here.
And Hades still does have that diffusal kit on him.
Yeah, that will help them a lot. 50 seconds still. for them to work with. 50 seconds. Yes, the bomb hasn't been planted yet.
No,
yeah,
it hasn't.
It hasn't.
Looked like it did,
yeah,
wasn't
it did. Yeah, the bomb is right in front of Triple E's face.
So
there.
he dropped it before he planted it?
When he was planting it, he got dropped by Creed and there.
It looked like he did manage to get the plant off. I was a little surprised as well.
Triple E holding an amazing spot, gets skill on to Sexotic there, but his position is revealed now. 26 seconds.
He's gonna have to move from here if he wants to stay.
The bomb has been taken by Mr. K here. Mr. K here doing a wraparound. Both of them on the Triple E coming on top of that fight, getting the first point for the team.
So lucky to have caught Mr. K there. Let's look at that once again.
Triple E there, playing it really slow, has the bomb in his sight, didn't want to leave it ever, just saved it for quite some time. He saved the bomb, he didn't want to leave its sight, he was just there waiting, played it really perfectly, and Exotic had forgot about Triple E who was already there at that position. A really nice play coming in by Akil Dama there.
It was a very important round for them, wasn't it?
Yes, the first buy round, and they had to get on board and they did it. Barely scratching through, but they still managed to pull it off. The entire of team Sucker Punch, two of them are holding banana, one in mid, and the bomb is slowly making its way to Mr. K pushing banana slowly, 3 in banana right now.
Very cautious with the bomb, he hasn't proceeded too far ahead, still haven't decided where they want to take it. But they do have 3 people at B, and they're trying to get a read on the position of where the CD is set up here.
For Triple E hamming through the smoke here, Triple E doing some nice plays for his team here.
They are being so cautious right now. 1 minute left in the round and the bomb's still nowhere close to either plant side.
Bomb is with Theo here, who is trying to go for A execute, or maybe he's just faking it and he'll probably run back to B.
Probably.
But 3 of them still holding high banana there.
There's no way that smoke didn't go unnoticed.
And now a play coming in for B, but will Triple E be able to get on top of this? Again holding the same spot which he did for the last round. Seeing 1, getting 1, spamming 2, all 2 already. Triple E getting taken down by Mr. Kyo there. But the bomb is with Kyo now. Creed and Grace Jesus, the last 2 people remaining. The bomb right in front of Creed's
and
eyes
they are
there.
Extremely low HP, so need to play this very carefully.
This should be a smooth round for team Floating with Danger if they do play it probably. But Sandy with a beautiful shot on to Creed there. The AWP really helped him there. Sandy survived with 1 HP there, just 1
HP.
Barely making it. Grace Jesus, will he be able to clutch this round like he did the last time? Grace Jesus knows the spot of Sandy. Oh, that spray has been missed. Grace is checking for any crossfire here. Putting the smoke and diffusing, but Sandy got him.
Does manage to get him and just
through the
1
smoke.
HP.
Through the smoke. Sandy was really lucky, but both of them died to the bomb.
They did lose their guns, didn't they?
The guns have been bought down, so now they have to invest in this round going forward also. But
I think that was worth it though, don't you?
that was quite worth it, but still now if they lose this one, considering that Floating Danger are going for a force buy here, if they do mess this up, it's gonna be really bad for them. It'll be like starting again over.
Even if he had managed to kill Santi there, they had crossfire on him, so
Kyo was there.
it would have been a lot
waiting.
harder for him to be able to turn around and immediately spot out.
Creed should have probably waited for Grace Jesus to push and then peeked Santi there. That was slightly bad play
And that hurt
coming in from
them.
Creed.
It really hurt them.
Sucker Punch, all of them pushing through middle. Creed getting on 3 already. It's a 4v5 situation and Creed picking up the AK for him. Creed having a really good position in apartments. He heard the bomb plant going down.
He knows they're down there. He knows they're down there.
If he spots anybody there, he's gonna pluck the head off instantly.
So rotations are starting to come out now. Everybody's moving from B to A, and
They have a really good wrap around and it's a 4v5 situation. Just they don't have much guns to work with. Creed checking all the spots. Anxiety getting the first pick onto Sexotic. Creed pushing in at the same time with his team.
almost getting picked off. Nearly 2 HPs.
Nate is the last guy.
Will get taken down.
Nate gets one more. Anxiety finishes off Nate and they get this bomb plant. A beautiful
so well executed. Wait,
by...
are they going to be able to do this?
Yeah, they have more than enough.
Plenty of time.
Oh, maybe
No,
they
not.
don't.
Oh my gosh, he does not have a diffusal kit, so Sucker Punch will end up
Losing this,
taking
but
the...
he wants to get the gun and he gets an AK at least.
No,
He got at least... No, there was no op in the round, so for him to pick it up. So he at least got something out of this round. If he had a kit, he would have been able to put it off.
That was so unfortunate that he didn't have a kit on him. So the kit makes it a 5 second defuse, right? Instead of a 10 second defuse, right? So how much does a kit cost for the few of us that have no clue?
I guess 500.
500?
Yes. It's either 500 or 300. Either one of those.
That's an investment they absolutely should have made there.
And they still haven't bought one. They're just going for a normal force buy. They don't want to push anything. And 3 of them playing up in banana up front.
This is going to be hard to beat.
Grace Jesus, the only man holding B bomb side.
Theo has a couple of flashes, so does Sandy. And this is going to be hard to push, honestly. I don't think this is going to be possible.
Grace Jesus pushing in really up front, waiting for anybody to peek him here. If he could get... Oh,
we'll see the head and take him out.
Oh, beautiful play coming in by Grace Jesus. Will he be able to get the second kill? But no, that was really close. 38 HP. Q has been dropped. Anxiety still has a gun to work with here. Anxiety holding a really good spot. Nice peek by Nate, but Anxiety coming on top of that fight.
Nate did know he was there, but not successful.
Kyo is the last man standing, but Kyo also gets taken down. Still a nice round coming on top of this round.
An extremely good round, let's say.
Forced by 1 by Flirting with Danger here. If they could just catch up with this momentum, they'll easily make it up 5 rounds. Just 3 more rounds.
Will, considering Sucker Punch did lose all of their money in the previous round when they, when they were stacked up with an AWP as well as an AK, they ended up dying, and that is the reason they are pretty much ecoing at this point with a tiny buy.
And Grace Jesus here having a shotgun.
We have seen him do this, haven't we? On
he got 3 kills in Cobblestone.
No, even on Inferno, I think I saw him in one of the maps holding the building. What's that building area called again?
Building. There's like so many buildings, so...
No, there's the one in the middle.
The boiler room, yeah.
It's boiler room. That's where he is placed.
Grace Jesus playing up front and 3 people are coming his way. If he is able to land all the shots with this shotgun, that will do some massive amount of damage.
Look at him though.
He's patiently waiting, doesn't want to push anything. Exotic with the first kill. And he kills off Sandy and a beautiful shot there.
Another great shot on Exotic.
Second kill. A nice play coming in from Grace Jesus with the shotgun by though. It's taking down Nate and Creed and finishing off Mr. K, and the last guy surviving Kyo, who's in the graveyard waiting to be buried there.
That was such a clutch play coming out.
Oh, nice shot by Kyo there onto Hades, but Creed and finishes off with his op. Creed is well known for his op in this map.
Oh, this is not that one, is it? No, it's not. We did miss the replay. Let me take care of that.
That was a really nice shot coming in from Grace though. 2 amazing back-to-back shots by him with the shotgun. And this round also should probably go in favor for the team Flirting with Danger. 3-5. Triple E with nothing but the USPS. Oh, he forgot to take the op. Creed walking up really up front.
Now they're in a very good position to catch up and even go.
Creed doesn't know the entire team is pushing through. Boom. Second mid, and half of them got tagged with the grenade which Creed threw. Everybody dropping to a 80, 50 and another 80 HP. Grace is finishing off the targets that Creed naded with.
An extremely good trade there. He got 2 for 1 there.
That was thanks to Creed's grenade thrown right into their faces just as they were pushing through second mid.
Now it's a 2v4 situation, and are they gonna try and save Nate's gun here?
Which was taken from Grace Jesus there. Now Nate is slowly pushing through apartments.
I mean, there's no way he pushes into this, right? There's 2 ops waiting for him in AK.
A nice Akil still holding the B side, doesn't want to move out of it, just wants to make sure. Nate's spotting one, but Creed on top of this.
They do not miss, do they?
Creed is on top of his game there. Kyo getting down Anxiety. Kyo just with a pistol though. Can't do much with it. Kyo already on 36 HP, just 41 seconds. And Creed with his amazing flicks here. Creed on top of his game with his op with 10 kills.
So very close to evening out the score now. 4 for 5 here.
Already going towards 3-2. From 2 to 5 to 3 to 5, not 4 to 5. A nice shot coming in by Creed there. A beautifully placed one.
Six flick. That's what they say. So full buy coming out of Sucker Punch here. What do you think this round's gonna go?
Considering they have 2 ops on CT, it should be advantageous.
Push, right?
Oh, and another grenade that messed them up pretty bad.
God,
Half of them are dropped down so low, and 3 of them holding B, which is really helpful for them.
Oh,
and another flash coming through.
Oh, they are walking into a trap.
Triple E getting one more. Triple E getting smoke, but there's too much of a space in that smoke. Triple E getting 2 kills now. And the last guy surviving, Nate, doesn't know what to do. The bomb is stuck between him and Creed here. Both of them holding ops on each angle.
He's caught in between a rock and a hard place.
Hard place, yeah. If Nate walks in front.
Yeah, he's about to just be taken down. Boom.
And there we go. Triple E finishing off Nate. Triple E and Creed here doing all the work with the ops.
Let's look at that one. Right there. Straight to 2 trade and
that smoke was slightly misplaced by that.
There's another.
Giving too much vision to Triple E there. There was just too much vision for him not to take advantage of it.
Even a slight bit of room is enough for them to be able to do something. Oh man, I feel bad for
Sucker Punch are falling a little bit. Man, Creed with the opening shot already. Mr. Dropping down. The grenades seem to be working in the favor of flirting with danger here.
And even if they're not hitting anything now, Team Sucker Punch is so scared of those grenades that they're just playing so much more defensively.
It's like Team flirting with danger know exact moment when they're gonna push and when to throw the grenades so they do massive amount of damage.
27 HP. He might be in trouble, but he does have some backup there.
Santi with 19 HP has the AK to play around with. And I think they're rotating slowly back to B. But B is where Anxiety is stayed up. Anxiety playing a mad game last map. Solely handling most of the 2v3, 1v3 situations for his team. Nate picking off great Jesus there.
It's coming out from both sides.
But the bomb is making its way to B and a beautiful spray down coming by Anxiety and one more and Anxiety finishes off the job for his team there.
Just like that, 3 people taking down.
Anxiety stepping up to the plate when he is needed.
Let's look at that spray once again then. There it is, Villain positioning himself. Slowly walking ahead. You don't even know he's there. And it's about to take fire. There it is. 1, boom, 3.
Third shot was neatly lined. That required a lot of spray control and he did it perfectly.
First one just instantly died. I had no idea.
Heads you're throwing a flashbang. Now the keys have just spread out everywhere. But Sandy takes out Creed there. Now 4v5 already. And Triple E doesn't seem to be playing the op now. It was just one op set up. Triple E dropping the op, not playing it. And it's already a 4v5 situation and the bomb is still in middle. Doesn't know if it should go to A or B. Taking it slowly, they want to make sure which side has more men. And they seem to be making their way slowly to B here.
You think B is harder to push or is A harder to push?
B, I would say, because you have a lot of crossfire positions here. You're gonna get sandwiched anywhere you push unless you are the best takers. And Anxiety here throwing grenades, trying to make them not push in. And that seems to be working a little bit. And Team Sucker Punch are deciding. They don't know if they should go through with this. They don't know if they're stacking 1A, 3B or 3A, 1B. And they're making a really fast move there to the A side. And there the bomb is coming. But Grace Jesus with the off plays. Grace Jesus stepping up. Everybody in the side of flirting with danger stepping up when they are required to do so.
Still 2v2 though, nowhere near over.
2v2, but the bomb site is free on B here. So is Grace Jesus and Hades here moving fast together, trying to catch him. Walk to the site,
15
but
seconds left on the clock.
this is a really fast, really nice call called by the captain of the team, Sakapan, asking them to rotate back to B instantly.
They do manage to get the bomb plant off, and now they have the crossfire advantage.
Oh, that was a mad shot on to Grace Jesus set. Hades in a 1v2 situation, a really nice try though.
Cleans it up.
A really nice try coming in by Hades there.
You can hear the screams in the background. Team Sucker Punch very excited to win that round. And why shouldn't they be? They had to win that. This is how they stayed in the game.
This map pick is picked by Sucker Punch. So considering the score is going 6-6.
Actually in favor of Flirting with
Danger. And the last map which was picked by Flirting with Danger, they won considerably with a really good amount of lead there. 16-9 or so. So that was a really big lead for the team.
You have to pick a team for the entire tournament.
I would go with Flirting with Danger.
And if you have to pick a player,
Creed. Hands down. Creed with a massive play from the first match off, except for the fact that they lost the first match. Other than that, he's been performing really well for his team.
I would have to go with Santi with the way he's performed this entire tournament. He's really put them on their backs.
Slowly. That's what I like about Team Flirting with Danger. All of them are sharing the kills. They're playing it really.
Whereas with Sucker Punch, they've really had to rely on Santi.
Every round, every map, one person has to outperform the other. Well, it's not the same with Flirting with Danger. Everybody performs equally. Every round, somebody steps up to help the teammates.
And they have done that. It's like Grace and Creed really have taken, and Anxiety as well.
Everybody is stepping up to the plate when they are needed.
Yeah, there's
for
no
their
one
team.
person we can actually sideline that has outperformed the other. They've all pulled up the weight and done what they need to do.
Right, so Grace Jesus with the first pick on his exotic there. The bomb is coming to be slowly now.
Such a solid crossfire. Look at this. They've still got the high ground advantage for crossfire. And
This
not going to help that much, is it?
They can still watch the fountain from here. Creedon with the 2 kills with one shot. Third one on Creed. And a fourth one.
Oh
a really
God,
beautiful shot by Creed there. That was really amazing, pulled off by Creed. That was an amazing shot coming there by Creed though. The final one on no scope there. On to miss the case head right there. And Kyo has called for a pause here. Wants to take a tactical pause. They have been on an eco now. Literally holding bananas here. Hades and Creed are watching A now. Kyo making his way to banana. They don't want to go. They don't want to force anything. They're playing it really slow. Flirting with Danger, just 2 more maps to finish this. So do Sucker Punch also have a 2 map to finish this tournament. Will Flirting with Danger finish it 3-0 or will Sucker Punch take it for 2-1? Kyo with a nice pre-fire, not doing any damage though. Kyo killing the chicken that was just quietly walking around. And a nice setup here at the bomb site. Hey, Hades watching apartments and the walk-in through mid. 4 of them stacked in apartments. If Hades predicted this, he dodged the first flash, gets 2 onto that.
An extremely good trade.
Grace is spraying with his USP as Creed and taking down the exotic there. Creed is just going on a rampage here. Creed with 18 kills to his name just in 14 rounds. That is quite a lot of kills with Creed.
Yeah, Creed and Grace both have done so much these last 2 maps. Really coming through one after another, and now the off gets dropped. And look at them now, they're playing with the
double op setup.
No,
triple op setup. Okay, they are getting on top of the head. Everybody seems to be hitting their shots with op, so they must be quite confident with that.
Yeah, but how are they going to set up with this? They're going to be
I want to watch
defensive.
where Creed is playing up front.
Playing mid up front.
Grace Jesus is also pushing up front with his off. And Creed already gets a pick onto the captain of Sucker Punch here. This should do a little bit of damage to the team. And the team Sucker Punch are pushing to the B side where Triple E is waiting with his monster op. One small peek through that small gap, and if he can land this shot, it would really be amazing. And he missed
by
it
an inch.
just by quite an inch. But Anxiety here gets taken down instantly there. So does Triple E, and the site is open for plant now. It's a 4v3 situation.
This is the problem playing triple off.
But
you are so defensive at that time. Like you cannot really push with it. You cannot take up close range fights.
that shot which Triple E missed kind of cost them that push now. And,
Maybe you should have extended
and Creed with a shot through the wall there. That was massive for his team. Kyo taking down heads though. Kyo pushing really fast. And taking down Creed also. Regis is the last one standing. Dies to Kyo also. This is going a really tight-knit game. Flirting with Danger still leading the half. Though the map pick was by Sucker Punch. Flirting with Danger on an 8 here. Sucker Punch, how will they be able to catch up with this? I thought Kyo had called for a pause a little bit up front, but he actually misspelled the pause, so it didn't actually come through. Creed and AIDS and Triple E, Grace Jesus and Anxiety, all of them are stepping up to the plate as much as they can. Really aggressive push through Banana. Anxiety with the first kill. Taking Nate down. Creed. Anxiety with the second kill now. Creed planting the bomb for his team. 3 of the CTs walking together through construction. One of them bursting their head. 5 HP on Sandy. 5v3 situation on a USPS pistol round. Creed takes Sandy. Gracie just takes Mr. Anxiety, finishes the job. 3 kills for him in this round. And see the scoreboard of Flooding Danger here. Everybody seems to have put up kills on the board except for Hades. Doesn't matter. 12, 12, 15, 21. Those are some good amount of kills. And now we are continuing with the 9 plus 7 is 16th round of the second map. Flirting with Danger in the lead. Their aggressive first push always seems to be working for their favor. Grace Jesus is running down middle here, spamming with his UMP, flashing the side. Anxiety picking off one there, already making it way to the side. Mr. K taking down Hades and Grace Jesus, taking the gun of Hades. Grace Jesus here. Bomb has been planted by the terrorists. Creed holding a nice angle. If he could just pop off 2 or 3 heads, it would make them really easy for the terrorists to defend this. The CTs have gone for a first fight. Creed missing a few shots there.
He's revealed his position.
Yeah, and he's still playing it safe, and he still lands all his shots, and he lands another massive shot.
Is it a triple? Yes, it is, and he does manage to get all 3 kills. What a play there. Let's look at that once again. No, he didn't grab that.
No.
He didn't grab that. Let's
I
try
just
it. I
started.
think he did grab that.
Just started.
Ah man, we messed up. I'm sorry guys. It's a little tired here guys. I apologize for how shoddy our production is being, but it is midnight and we have been going for the last 2 days. So please bear with us. We will try and keep it on point here.
Creed with the plays coming in on his side. Even though he revealed his position, he played it so slowly and safely. Did it perfectly. Creed accidentally. Creed accidentally tagging Hades there to a 91 HP. That was some insider shot going on there. And all 5 of them are pushing to the side of A here. Except for Grace Jesus, who's doing a really beautiful flank. And just one onto the side, and it's a really easy side for them to take. And the entire side of CT are rotating back to A now. They have nothing to work with.
They only left one person at A and everybody else was seen.
They were hoping that Flooding with Danger just would push and aggressively Creed with a nice nade kill. Kids gets nade and this is a fast round.
Very straight up, very easy, very clean round. So Flirting with Danger now starting to increase the lead. 11-7 on the scorecard and Flirting with Danger showing a lot of aggression.
Hades performing up to his mark now. Hades also bringing a little bit kill feed. Anxiety here with the Creed with the AK, Hades with the AK. And this is a full buy for the CT side now. Six is number Kyo here holding the angle onto mid. Three of them in the second mid waiting for Grace Grace to push in through the apartments, but Santi is holding a really upfront angle here. He could get backstabbed by Grace here. It's just a matter of seconds. But Mr. K is holding the crossfire here. Oh, Mr. K using Santi as a small bait, but it was useful in the end because they got the bomb drop. But never mind. K falls back and Hades is going to pick the bomb up now. The 50 seconds, 1 minute remaining. Which side will they go? Grace is still alive. Two calls for this team.
So why do you think they didn't stay back and contest the bomb?
It was a really narrow place. They would have to have taken some bad fights to actually contest it. It would have gone either way.
They probably would need more manpower there. The only person there was
Mr. K already there. So
who's already
if Mr. K was solo protecting it, he would have just gotten taken down instantly.
Oh. To happen here.
Nate getting the first pick off.
Never easy.
Hades has the bomb still. That's the matter now. Just 18 seconds. Hades has to push him. Hades gets spotted and Hades gets taken down and the bomb has been dropped.
The team Flirting with Danger. They are not going to be able to win this round, I think. Creighton just stepping away to try and save, I guess. Knows this round is kind of done.
Creed just saving it. They still have a really good amount of lead. 11 to just 8 rounds. That is a 3 lead. Which is actually very good for the C side.
Team Sucker Punch eventually now starting to stock up on utility, a lot of utility, and
they remember the bombs that they had to face when they were playing T side. Just nades throwing right into their faces.
Probably gonna want to do the same thing, but Grace is probably, I think, a little too smart to be out. You know, to get mollied, to let his team be mollied by 3 people. I think calls will probably be there too.
Grace Jesus would lead his team, not, and they do take. Creed takes the nade now, just dropping down to 67. Yeah. Creed takes the nade to his face, dropping to 67. And a fast push coming into the B side. Nade getting one, but in return kill happens instantly. The Exotic taking down. The Exotic also is down. The bomb side is open now. Oh, Hades with 2 shots. One through the smoke. Creed at just 1 HP. Where is Anxiety in all of these things? Anxiety with the really beautiful flank. Nobody's gonna expect this. And he spots one. And he takes one down. And the last guy is stuck in construction here. Cannot do anything. And Anxiety with a really beautiful push. A back flank which helped them a lot. 12 to 8. A pause has been called by Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch have to rethink the strategy. Even though they picked this map, this doesn't seem to be going their way. A 4-round lead and just a 4 round to finish this off.
Pause being called, I see.
Yes, Sucker Punch are taking it slow.
Flirting with Danger took the last round?
Yes, they did. No, yeah, actually, yeah, they did. And then the resume has been called. Team Flirting with Danger here, pushing in really fast. Their 5-man pushes are being really aggressive and really fast. Nobody can seem to handle it. Now just you're left alone in the bomb side B, and the entire 5-man team is just spraying through, coming in, and gets their bomb side taken now. And this is a really easy plan for Flirting with Danger. Sucker Punch couldn't seem to be doing anything. Flirting with Danger dropping down to the lower brackets, but strongly contesting the upper bracket final here, just the finals of the entire tournament. Performing really well. They were the favorites coming into this tournament anyway, and they seem to be putting one hell of a show for the entire viewers. A nice execute, 4 of the players saving Sandy, trying to get at least one exit track. Sandy trying to land some headshots, but Green takes Sandy's head here. Ghibli takes off Nate, and it's 13-8. Just 3 more rounds for Flirting with Danger to finish this map. Sucker Punch and Flirting with Danger here, going on head to head in the map chosen by Sucker Punch.
3 rounds away from taking the second map.
And letting us go back home. Will they be able to do this? Can Sucker Punch come back, or will Flirting with Danger just finish it off? Flirting with Danger has been following the same strat for the last 3 rounds. Push through B, mow everything down that comes in their way. Don't care about crossfire, just walk into them, get at least 2 or 3 frags. But they are getting mowed down now. It's like static with mad amount of kills here. Grace is the last man surviving. Doesn't have the bomb. Slowly making his way through construction, but gets caught off by Kyo. Dying to Kyo here. Grace Jesus. 13-9. Flirting with Danger. 13 points in the favor. Creed picks up the off finally. Creed shooting through the smoke. There seems to be a small musical party going on outside of the casting room.
That's just meow doing meow things outside.
It's taking on the head of Sandy here. 2 mollies to the graveyard. Anxiety taking down Mr. K. Exotic. You also dropping down. Creed finishing off the last shot. The last guy, Nate, is the only one alive.
Probably gonna want to save him.
He cannot do anything. Look at how spread out the terrorists are.
Run away, little dog.
And Creed spots it and
Never
takes
mind
him
that.
down.
Never mind that.
There's 2 more rounds for Flirting with Danger to finish this map and go to the 3rd map, which they chose.
Take a 2-1 lead against Team Sucker Punch, and they look invincible at this point, honestly.
Flirting with Danger seem to be precise with every shot. Creed with 30 kills. That is a lot of kills.
And only 9 deaths. So, my
He
gosh,
is
that kill death ratio is
on
insane.
top of his form now.
He's just hitting everything, isn't it?
He hasn't missed much shots for now.
Oh, that one shot.
Santi dropping down to a 39.
Was
there.
that the one shot?
No, Santi is already over here. Now he does. Santi has been shot by his own teammate, Mr. K. That's the reason
God.
he had been dropped to 39 there.
Oh my god, Mr. K.
That was
What did you just do?
That would have caused Santi's death. Exotic holding a really high position here. But Exotic getting the bomb drop onto Hades here.
Solid headshot.
It might have been a misplay coming in from the team flirting with danger. Two of them picked together, but one of them backed off. But Hades continued fighting him. That would have been a slight miscall. The bomb has been retrieved by Creed, and Creed is playing his...
Still half eco, but they're in a good position, honestly.
They have a good site now. Both of them holding the site B.
Exotic sitting at 12 HP. He's gonna have to be very careful.
Exotic, one small bullet.
Oh, Nate takes down anxiety. Grace gets the return kill on him though.
Grace knows where Exotic is. Grace pre-fires it. Grace takes Exotic down. And the last guy remaining, Kyo, is making his way through to the B bomb site, where Creed is planting the bomb. Creed has just 7 HP to work with, so this might still be doable for Kyo. And a nice headshot!
Like headshot coming
in from Kyo there. The last guy, Creed. Will Creed be able to do this? And Creed with a beautiful flick shot there. Creed on top of his game.
Let's look at that once again.
That amazing headshot by Kyo there.
Come on, long range headshot.
But just check the shot that Creed had to land to win this round for his team. That was also a mad flick coming in
just
from
a
him.
jump, just to peek and see.
A beautiful shot.
And
Just
boom.
one more round for Team Floating with Danger, and Sucker Punch don't have guns or utilities or anything to work with this. If they do win this round, it will be quite miraculous, but considering the fire and the flow that Floating with Danger have right now, it should be quite hard. And yes, they are pulling in the B strat. Just go through straight.
Just rushing right in.
Kill anybody that comes in the way. They would have figured out something.
Oh,
but Nate with the first kill there. Exotic with the second. Nate still gets the third kill, but Nate gets taken down, and it's a 2v3 situation, but Creed is still alive. So is Grace, so I wouldn't say...
Both the star players for Floating with Danger are still alive, and they have guns.
Creed watching Banana. If Kyo comes here, he's gonna die, and he
walk
does.
Right into his crosshair and get it off.
And now it's Grace's turn to finish this match. Will the captain be able... will be the one finishing this, or will the star boy take this from him?
There
Grace
he is.
spots one. Grace tags one. Grace gets one. Will the captain finish this off, or will Creed at 10 and Grace at 21? Creed spots one. Oh, Mr. K taking down. So it's just Grace with K, and Mr. K takes down. But the bomb is gone,
they
so
don't have a diffusion kit, so Flirting with
Danger get the second map, and Flirting with Danger are leading with the score 2-1. And we will be back with the third map of the grand finals in few more minutes.
everything changes.
Life. Life.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words to say, eh? To say the words to remember. Now we're here to take control over your body and over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. Now we won't go back home today, eh? Until the very last hour. We still got a few more days to slay, eh? It's gonna get so much louder. Now we're here to take control over your body, over your soul. We're gonna take back everything and lose it all. Lose it all. Lose it all. Feel it in your arms, feel it in your legs, feel it on your fingertips and feel it in your head. Just let your body go, just let your body go, just let your body go and move to the rhythm. I wonder what went wrong today, eh? Why do I feel like I linger? Linger between the words you say, eh? Say the words you remember.
Counter-terrorists win.
These roads intersect, on each one I reflect. These lines write my story.
Come on, jump,
These
jump.
places change me, each one replacing. Like night into morning, I miss the open air, the going anywhere, riding with you, like we used to. Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home, but I know that where the heart is. Guess I'm better off this way, moving to better.
Us or them?
Close your eyes. Would you dream for me? Some paradise. Tell me who you see. 'Cause I think I do want you next to me. Want you next to me. But does this work? 'Cause I'm looking into you. I like the chase. And I know you do too. Am I just in love with the idea of you? 'Cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Yeah, I'd fly this whole world twice if I could be your paradise. Close your eyes. Will you dream for me? Some paradise. Tell me who you see. 'Cause I think I know what you mean to me. What you mean to me. Does this work? Only 'cause we never say what we think. Waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak. Got me on delay. 'Cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Goddamn road 3 times and run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography, would you do that for me?
Counter-terrorists win.
And we are live back again with Game 3 of Chennai Esports Tournament Launch Tournament, which is brought to you by Global Esports Experience Points and our associate partner Cooler Master, here along with the venue partner which is given by LXG Chennai and the servers which are provided by Playtonia here. And Sucker Punch have won the knife round here and have chose to stay on the CT side, and Mr. K with the first pick onto Grace there. And the B bomb site is being opened for them. Creed with the pick off onto Keo with a really free plan, but Santi taking down Creed and Nate taking down Triple E there. The Exotic pushing Anxiety there. The Exotic being cornered by Anxiety and hits there with a beautiful shot by Anxiety onto Nate. It's a 3v2 situation. The Exotic, the guy with the kit, has dropped down over a massive headshot onto Mr. K, remaining with just 1 HP, but Santi takes down Anxiety. And Hades is the last guy standing for team, flirting with danger 1v1. And Hades clutches this round for his team now. Flirting with danger with the first round, pistol round going to their side now. A nice clutch coming in by Hades, a 1v2 situation, slowly picking off Mr. K first and then dealing with Santi later. A really beautiful play done there by Mr. Hades. Creed picking up the Galil here. and Triple E with an arm. And Sandy picking up an arm too. This is unusual. Post buys, I've seen lots of pistols being picked up, but for the first time, Sandy picking up an arm. Sandy pushing up A main, really up front here. But Nate getting the head of Head here. Kyo taking down Triple E. Gracious is trading it off with Nate. Kyo now going back, rotating back to the bomb side P. Gracious is pushing really fast inside, getting Zexotic onto the bench. Kyo with nice shots onto Gracious. Gracious is surviving with 62 HP. Santi taking down Creed. Anxiety and Creed tagging Santi along with it and finishing him off. Kyo dropping down to 15. Mr. K with 100 HP. Anxiety with 102. Anxiety holding B shot here for his team. And Gracious is on next to the van and takes down Kyo and the last guy Mr. K with a CZ75, trying to fight Mr. Gracious as much as possible, but it might be a hard thing for Mr. K to do, but he did get one already. Anxiety, the last guy remaining, trying to spot Mr. K here. Anxiety just running his time and Mr. K didn't have any other option than to fake it. There was not a defuse kit with him. He had to fake it, tried to do something, and it didn't work good for him. Flirting with danger, getting a 2-0 lead already, putting their feet firmly in this map. They've already won the first two maps with a defining amount of score lead for both the maps. And this map, third map, which is chosen by them, also seems to be going their way. Even though they lost the knife round, this map is going in their favor. And Sucker Punch here with the full eco, just the pistol buys, not much money invested into this round, not much economy also to work with. Kyo trying to tag somebody there, but Creed just coming off right off the bat and finishing off Kyo there. Lot of utilities on the side of T. Gracious is planting the bomb, taking a plant and still planting it anyway. Anxiety holding the middle, but gets taken down by Santi and Zexotic there. That was a misplay coming in there by Anxiety, giving Santi the Will Santi be able to clutch this for his team? Santi slowly pushing through B apartments now. Mr. K, who's already positioned in B shot, gets down Creed. It's a fast 3-on-2 situation, but Triple E making it a 3-on-2 immediately, getting that frag off on Kyo, and now Zexotic also falls down. Mr. K, the last guy remaining, will he be able to get at least some exit frags for his team? Spots one, gets down one, Gracious is down now, but dies with bomb anyway. He couldn't save the MP7 for himself either. Kids has the AK to work with. He'll probably pass it off to Creed, or he might even use it. A decent amount of money on both sides. Anxiety with 6,000, rest of all, and Triple E with a 5,000. They're all dealing with just 3k, not much cash flow. If Sucker Punch lose this round also, it might be quite hard for them to catch a round in the next 3 rounds too. Santi picking up the op, nobody in the T side still are picking up the op on their side. Santi watching middle and the mid gets smoked off immediately. Well, as soon as Santi hit nest, he couldn't see anything. Exotic holding lower B now. Gracious is trying to peek Vans, doesn't spot anybody, slowly pushing and doesn't want to make any footstep, but Gracious is with a nice spray onto Nate there. Nate dropping down, Grace also dropping down 11 HP. Nate takes the head of those Exotic there. And another beautiful B take coming in from the side of Flirting with Danger. It's a fast paced push coming in from this team. This is what they've been doing for the last 2 matches. First 4 to 5 rounds, when they're playing the B side, they just push as fast as they can, take the side, and Creed with random sprays getting the head of Mr. K. Santi with 2 kills with his op, that was really good on his side, and so does he get the third one. That is some huge economical damage on their side of Flirting with Danger. Even though they don't get this round, that was some decent amount of kills going the side of Sucker Punch. And Santi and Kyo still managed to save the guns. This was not a bad round for Sucker Punch, considering this was the first buy round. All they got to do was just take 4 kills, and not get the diffuser off. So this is gonna be a hard round for Sucker Punch. Have to buy red stuff, have to just go with the half eco force buy. And the team of Flirting with Danger, everybody is fully equipped, full of utilities to work with. Santi going really upfront with this op, trying to get any early picks onto the palace, but none of them from the Flirting with Danger team are even close to that side of the map this time. Creed and slowly pushing in with Triple D and Hades here. A nice push coming in through the apartments and spotted him. Hades always with the opening pick. Mr. K takes off reset. Your Burnstorm Grace Jesus here. And it's a quick 3v2 situation already going down. Triple E planting the bomb. Hades burning down market. That was a missed throw by him. Triple E taking on Handicap. Nate the last guy with the deagle here. Nate trying to save the op more. Maybe he just wants to go for the play. Will he just try to pick up and save it? Or just try to get some exit frags along with it? Hades seems to be pursuing Nate here. If Hades peaks this and loses to Nate, it might be quite a small loss for the team. But if he manages to retrieve that... Oh, nice try by Hades there, but Nate comes on top of that fight. But Nate can retrieve the op right now, but or maybe not. Anxiety with a beautiful flank coming from the other side of the map. Nate getting pinned down on both sides, losing the op also. Anxiety saves the op for Creed for this round for them. Flirting with Danger already put a 5-0 lead. This day has been a really tiring match and a tiring day for all of us. Flirting with Danger, just want to get it over with. Put an extremely big lead between both of them so that it will be hard for Sucker Punch to pursue them anymore. Anxiety with the mid smoke. Exotic and Nate always holding B along with Santi here. Santi is holding stairs now. Waiting for anybody to peek in. It's like Mr. K also. It's a triple op setup coming in from the CD side. But this doesn't seem to be working for them. 2 down already. And the bomb has Anxiety here. Pulling off with a massive rotations were caught by him. Nate and Santi falling to him. Anxiety playing a really good position here. Not allowing any rotations to happen to the bomb side. The last guy alive, Exotic, saving an op for himself. Flirting with Danger have just got away with anything they did for 6 rounds till now. It's 6-0 for them. Exotic can't do anything about this round. No kit. Nothing. And Grace is here till the last second of the bomb. Will he be able to make it out? And he does. Exotic though kills Triple D on the way out. 6-0. Sucker Punch are trying really hard to get at least 1 point on the board for their team. Doesn't seem to be working, so considering Mirage is a really city based map, this seems to be going really bad for them. Anxiety again with the mid smoke. Creed here pushing apartments with his op. Playing really aggressive here. If he does spot somebody trying to pick from man, he'll be able to get it off easily, but it is always already smoked through. You're getting a headshot on the Anxiety with his deagle there. Nate staring it off with Mr. K. He also falls down. Nate takes off 8 steps. Creed fighting somebody in the smoke. Will Creed be able to pick a knife there? Maybe not. That was pretty close. Nate dropping down to 20 HP and Exotic with 100 HP slowly walking through market. Grace Jesus takes on Nate and it's a 1v3. Exotic the last guy remaining with the op. The bomb has just been planted right now. Exotic does have decent amount of time for him to work here. But he is just gonna get pressured instantly as soon as he walks out of this. A nice flash coming in by team Flirting with Danger and Creed and finishes Exotic off there with the season 7-5. And it's 0-7 in the favor of Flirting with Danger now. This seems to be going good for the team Flirting with Danger. From all the way from lower bracket, making up to finals, and now they have reached till this, and this map picked by them is going really great for them. 2-up setup coming in from Mr. K and Exotic here. Exotic, this is the first time he's been picked up the op till now in all of the maps that have been played. Mr. K holding middle and Exotic holding the apartments. We then picking the apartments, hoping that Exotic peeks or somebody peeks so that he can take their head off instantly. But Sandy is the one that falls first. 2 anxiety there. And Kyo takes on the head of Triple E and Hades trades it instantly. And CT has been smoked off already. Anxiety with really neat and smart plays here. And the bomb side of A has been cleaned up, but the bomb has been traveling to B all this time. This has been a smooth play coming in from Flirting with Danger. Creed, even though he spotted one at the nest, he decided to go for Exotic, who didn't notice Creed here. That was slightly mistake done by Mr. K there. Creed with an amazing shot again. The last guy and Creed finishes off Mr. K to Creed standing up and doing his shots. A really good deed there. Creed with 8 kills on the board, Grace Jesus with 8, Hades with a 9, Anxiety 7 and Triple E with 4. Triple E is trying to put some kills on the board, doesn't seem to be doing a good job at it though. Sucker Punch here are doing a force buy, not much equipment or utility to work with. They are trying their best. 0 to 8, Flirting with Danger are leading by 8 rounds. Creed and pushing Palace first time. This is the first time in 8 rounds. Flirting with Danger have taken the side through Palace now. Hades already taken down Mr. K. Palace has been smoked off though. Triple E in A main. Triple E peeking from here up now. Triple E spots the other guy also around the corner. Forgot to the corner, but Anti was already too open. And gets dropped on. Great Jesus finishes off Kyo. Triple E burning down a little in the molly that his teammate threw. A nice pre-fired aim. Preset aim coming there from Triple E there. Last guy is Exotic fighting Triple E with the deagle. Triple E dropping down to a 17 and Exotic gets finished off by Triple E. 0 to 9. Triple E picks up the op for Creed. This map seems severely one-sided. Flirting with Danger are just on an amazing flow here. And they are doing a double op setup again. Mr. K and Exotic here. Mr. K playing it in middle and Exotic playing it in B, but Flirting with Danger are playing this perfectly. Creed here pushing all the way up to B apartments. You're also getting on top of it. You're holding a nice angle here. 4 of them grouped up together. Will he be able to get all of their heads? But Grace Jesus on top of his game. Pushes instantly. Gets Chaos dead right there. A nice corner check by him. But he drops down to Nate here. Will this be the first round that Sucker Punch will be able to pull it off? Maybe not. Creed with an amazing shot through the smoke. Takes the bomb. 2v2 situation again. Anxiety and Creed. Anxiety is at connector. Already checking for A. Checking the nest. Nobody seems to be there. Somebody seems to be walking. And Anxiety spots him and takes Mr. K down. It's just 1v2 situation now. And Exotic is all the way at B, but Creed has rotated beautifully with the bomb from B to A. A really nice call out from the captain. A nice Molotov throw there. And the bomb has been planted. This from instantly changed from the side of CTs to win it. It looked like they could have got the first point on board, but it just dropped immediately. Anxiety with nice plays, spotting K off there. The Exotic is being taken down by Creed here. A beautiful jump shot. A beautiful shot that he landed on a jumping person. You might want to call it anyway. Team Sucker Punch are struggling a lot here. 0 to 10, flirting with danger. Out of nowhere are just crushing them on this map. It looks like flirting with danger have put a lot of practice in this map. Theo here with the FAMAS. Just 3 people buying guns and 2 of them just staying back with pistols. Creed pushing really up front. This Exotic watching the B apartments. If Creed peeks this faster than the Exotic, he will be able to finish him off. Creed the only guy at B apartments. Team flirting with danger have already opened up A here for them. Triple E gets off A here. Yo getting off Triple E. Creed taking down Santi. Kyo dropping to about 25. And it's a 3v2. Will they be able to get this round? Or is it still gonna be hard for them? 1v3 now. If Creed is able to clutch this, it will be really amazing. Gets 1. Gets 2. And the last guy off the map. Mr. K trying to spot Creed here. Creed fake planting it. Has 43 seconds to work with. Creed slowly but steadily rotating all the way to a 34 seconds. Crouching it. Doesn't want to miss. Doesn't want to do any small mistake. But if Creed does clutch this round for his team, it will be massive. 0 to 11. Creed planting the bomb at A. A nice plan for him unless Mr. K can spot him going into the palace. Mr. K had just missed a small time frame. If he had just peeked at that time frame, he would have been able to get this. Creeden trying to peek this, but falls down to Mr. K. Creeden getting a little bit greedy, but he was just guessing if Mr. K would just directly defuse the bomb. Creeden with a really close play, but a bad finish. That was really well tried by Creed there. Mr. K is putting the first round onto the side of Sucker Punch here. Still a lot of money. Creed with the highest money in the game. 16k gold money cash. All the same anyway. What have Flirting with Danger got in store for us this round? 3 of the DTs are already stacked up in A. Triple pushing slowly, no flashes, no smokes coming for this. This seems to be a fairly Triple spotting somebody boosted there. One molly there. Triple spotting one. K's getting one. Oh, T-box guy, Mr. K takes down 2 there. It's a 2v2, quick 2v2. These fights are happening so fast that you can't keep track of it. Grace with a beautiful CD smoke there. Hades watching connector and nest here. Hades taking on Hades on his rotation. Last guy remaining. Exotic WW WTCC TTC with his AWP. Will the captain of Sucker Punch be able to clutch this for them? And Grace Jesus captain takes the other captain's head in return. Grace Jesus with the amazing headshot onto Exotic there. Sucker Punch lagging far behind. 1 to 11. Flirting with Danger with 10-point lead. Just 4 more rounds for the first half to finish here. Mr. K leading the scoreboard with 10 kills. Grace Jesus with 12. Creed with 14. Creed always seems to be having the higher amount of kills, but not enough bomb plants and bomb diffuses to get him on top of the board. Another execute coming without any smokes or flash. Grace Jesus is already picking down Mr. K there. And just one more person holding it, and Hades takes care of him. Hades and Grace have been doing a lot of work for this team with the opening frags every single round. Anxiety watching Anxiety with a beautiful preset fire. Santi, the last guy on the team, gets 2, drops down to 8 HP. Will Creed get this Kobe? Creed spots Santi walking all the way to Air Ampere, and Creed and through the smoke finishes off Santi here 1-12. This is the massive lead by team flirting with danger. Grace, Jesus and Creed here on top of the game. Anxiety and Triple E not performing that much, but still putting up some kills on the board for their team. Creed and has finally taken the top of the leaderboard now. I mean the scoreboard. No op picks up from the side of Flirting with Danger. This seems to be a B execute coming in now. 2 holding B, 1 at mid and 2 at A right now. Grace is taking down 8, 1 more holding the B side. Exotic there, boosted up, gets taken down by Creed. Santi kills off Triple E. Santi dropping to 14, Santi getting taken down by Grace. Oh, gun switch, but Creed didn't get caught off, but Creed with a beautiful shot onto Kyo's head. Mr. K, the last guy with the scout. 1v3, Anxiety coming with a beautiful flank. Finishes off Mr. K. 1-13. Just 3 more rounds for Flirting with Danger to finish this. Anxiety, I've been watching that guy flank like crazy. His backstabs are insane. He's slowly waiting and slowly pushing further and getting every single rotations cut off for his team there. Every bomb plant is being protected by Anxiety, not letting anybody come into their base so that they don't even get a chance to defuse the bomb. Mr. K and Santi picking up the scout now. Santi watching Palace, hoping somebody peeks there. Grace Jesus is that Palace right now. Grace Jesus might pick a flash coming through. Santi missing the shot here. Santi hitting it on Grace Jesus, dropping him down to 30, but Hades and Triple E have already pushed up 2 up front. Nate and Mr. K, the last 2 guys. Mr. K waiting here with the Zeus. Trying to get a Zeus kill. That was a nice try by him, but he couldn't land it, and Anxiety just finishes him off. 14-1. Just 2 more rounds. Flirting with Danger would have taken this series 3-1. 1 being the 1 game advantage Sucker Punch got for directly reaching the finals. How will Flirting with Danger be able to pull this one off, or Santi's Deagle be put to use? 3-2B, 1-2-A, Santi throwing a decoy in. Pushing really aggressive, 4-A. Santi getting massive damage through the exotic there. Hades killing down Santi. Hades being taken down by Mr. K and Nate. Taking down Anxiety, last year standing. Triple E, what will he be able to do? Doesn't have a kit to work with. The bomb has been planted. 1v4 situation. Can Triple E just get 4 1-taps and do something really amazing for his team to finish the game as quick as possible? Triple E seems to be pushing slowly. Gets 1 shot. Can't do much. He's pushing in with the knife. Is Triple E gonna knife this? He gets 1 knife. A beautiful knife coming in by Triple E there. Nate gets his face removed off with the knife there. Let's see a beautiful replay of that. 2-14 now. Will Sucker Punch be able to clutch this back? A knife to Nate's face right there. Triple E with a nice knife. Triple E picking up the FAMAS due to the knife kill that he got the last round. If Flooding with Danger are going to hold this round, I think that would be the end of the game. If they can't, this might go for a few more rounds. If Sucker Punch can pull through an amazing comeback from 2 to 15. Triple E holding the B. This seems to be working in the favor of Flooding with Danger, considering Triple E is the only one with the gun. But he's been tagged very low already. 3 of them, 4 of them pushing, gets one, tries to get the second but gets killed by Sandy there. Nice crossfire setup. Kids and Grace Jesus pushing a really nice backstab. Grace Jesus trying to do some damage with it. Kids gets taken down. Grace Jesus the last. Grace Jesus along with Creed, and Creed is in markets now. Creed also gets taken down. Creed takes down Sandy here. Creed who dropped down to 39 HP with the FAMAS pickup. Creed getting 2 kills here now. Creed doing some massive plays. He just wants to get done with this game, but Kyo and Exotic will not let that happen. Sucker Punch 3, Flirting with Danger 14. Flirting with Danger still don't have money to buy it, so they're going for a just pistol buys, not much utility to work with. 14, 2, 3, Sucker Punch lagging behind by quite a lot points. And picking up Grace Jesus instantly as soon as he dropped down to B. I think Team Flooding and Danger are just giving them a free round. They can't contest this. They don't want to give them more money than they already have. Probably Team Flooding with Danger will just want to get some exit flags. Creed is going for a backstab here. None of them have any diffuse kits to work with. Creed and gets his head plowed through by Kyo here. Triple E waiting for somebody to poke through B shot so he can get the gun and just save it as soon as he can. Hades also dies to Mr. K, just anxiety and Triple E living, and Triple E has managed to get an arm but he's off for him. This was a decent save coming in from Triple E. They all have money to buy for this round. Will Flirting with Danger finish it off with just 2 more rounds, or will Sucker Punch catch up? Just 10 more rounds. Looks like a huge margin, but if Sucker Punch puts their head through it, they can actually do it. They seem to be going on a good flow now. Anxiety and really holding B here. But the bomb is in A. Mr. K holding Palace. Mr. K burning under Palace now, throwing him on his Creed and takes down Sandy. First pick off this round goes to Creed and doing a lot of damage. Hades taking on A. It's a 4v2 situation. The bomb has been dropped in the side. Bomb has been picked up quite fast. Mr. K also gets taken on. The Exotic, the last guy in this map, and the Exotic is also down. The Exotic, even though he torched 2 players, nothing could be done to salvage this round. This is the last. This might be the last round. Sucker Punch are going for the full buy. Everybody has money to work with. Can Sucker Punch pull through a miraculous comeback, or will Flirting with Danger just finish it off and win the Chennai Esports Launch Tournament? again. Trying to get something through the smoke here. Santi taking down Triple E and EO taking down Hades there. Sorry, I just accidentally pressed the Windows button and that made the comp lag a little bit. EO taking down Grace's head and Anxiety taking down Santi's head there. The 2v3 is still doable considering Creed and Anxiety are both of them are alive. The bomb has been planted at A though. Will they be able to do it? Creed and Anxiety, both of them seem to have kits here. But I think Floating and Danger are saving it. They have a huge considerable amount of lead of points here. I don't think they will want to risk this by any chance.
Terrorists win.
Sucker Punch getting it 5 to 15 now. Anxiety and Creed picking up Anxiety, throwing the AWP though. Probably to Hades or maybe to Triple E. Or maybe Grace Jesus picks up this. This seems to be a fantastic round going on. 5 ARs, AKMs picked up by Sucker Punch. Grace Jesus on the other hand has the AWP. Grace thinking to finish this game. But the terrorists, all of them are pushing through middle. Anxiety and Creed and take Mr. K and Sandy. Triple E gets taken on. Anxiety saves in the trio. This has been a really fast amount of trades. Exotic just with 1 HP gets taken down by Grace there. 1v2 situation. Nate, will he be able to clutch this and bring his team back alive, or will Grace Jesus, the captain of Floating with Danger, finish it off and win the entire tournament? Grace knows the spots of Nate here. Nate dropping down to a 57. Nate taking down Grace down. Will Nate bring his team back? And Nate does bring his team back in. 6 to 15, planting the bomb and getting some more cash for his team here. A beautiful clutch coming in from Nate there. Grace Jesus, the captain of Floating with Danger, appreciating his amazing 2-tap headshots onto Grace's head and followed by Hades. Anxiety and the side of Floating with Danger don't have anything to work with. They are going for a full-on eco. Santi picks off Hades' head here. Triple E with the P250, which is Supernova. Triple E gets off Santi there with his P250 with the 100 HP. Grace Jesus though dropping down to 10. Pushing all the way through. Terrorist, T-base, trying to catch any rotation, and he picks up a random UMP on the way, but it wasn't put to any use because he was pretty low on health there. Anxiety and Creed getting flashed. Anxiety gets taken on. Mr. K. Creed, the last man standing for his team, has an AK. Will he save this, or will he try to clutch something, or will he just get some exit frags, do some damage to the economy of the terrorists, considering they don't have much money? Takes down one, turns around instantly, doesn't know there's one more behind him. Does he spot it? And he does, and Nate finishes him off. That was a really nice knife try coming through, but couldn't finish off Creed there. 7 to 15. Sucker Punch seem to be bringing back their game, putting up a nice comeback. Just 8 more rounds for them to draw this and go into overtime. Will they be able to pull this off, or Well, Flirting with Danger finish it off considering they have a full buy with nice amount of utilities. Speed and Space 2 gets one. Space down second one. 3 down already on the side of Sucker Punch. This might be just be over or maybe not. And Creed with the last kill, finishing off the game, finishing off the tournament. Chennai Esports Launch Tournament, which is brought to you by Global Esports Experience Points and associate partner Rakula Master. The venue was given to us by LXG Chennai. The servers were provided by Playtonia. These were all our sponsors, and this was the last game of today and the Counter-Strike Global Tournament. And we are done. Flirting with Danger, pulling off a clean sweep here, 3-1 on team. What's the team? Sucker Punch. A really beautiful captainship coming there by Grace Jesus, and amazing plays by every single player of the team in the side of Flirting with Danger. Everybody stepping up to the plate when they were needed, carrying the team on their shoulders for every round they had to play in those 3 maps. This was an amazing tournament, which was casted by me, Glenn aka Get Good, and helping me side by side was Eminence aka Rahul.
For a little while.
Rahul Hinduja.
Well, thank you guys so much for staying tuned in. It has been an absolute pleasure. We will be back with you next week for the Dota 2 tournament that we are hosting, as well as the Overwatch tournament that I personally will be hosting, me and Kiran Shade. So please be sure to tune into those. Those are going to be a hell of a crazy event, and we thank you so much for sticking with us all this while. And yeah, once again, a giant shout out to our sponsors, Global Esports and XP Coin. We are associated with Cooler Master, our server partners obviously LXG Chennai, thank you so much, and our server partner Playtonia, who came in at the right time to bail us out. We were in serious server concerns. Once again, Playtonia, thank you so much. This is all we have for you for this weekend. Please tune in next weekend. Have a good one.
Just how many people are watching this?
Hello? Let me put the fucking music for a few minutes. Take the stream down.
5-6 people are always watching it.
12 are always watching it. 12, 13 are always watching it. Both.